let's find out the root of 69. So some of you have problem regarding that, so we will solve that first and then we will move further. Okay, so root of 69, what you have to do is you have to write 69 over here, then the set of zeros, set of 2 zeros. Okay, so this is one, this is second set, this third set. We will do till third set. Okay, so 69. Before 69, which number is perfect square? So 64 is the number which is perfect square, and square root of 64 is 8. So we will consider 8 over here. Okay, so 8 8 is 64. So since I am multiplying it by 8, I am writing over here 8 and also 8 over here. Okay, so 8 8 is 64, right? So I will write 64 over here, and I will get 5 over here, and I will add this 8. So 8 plus 8 will be 16, and there will be one vacant place over here. And then I will add decimal. Since I have decimal over here, I will add decimal over here. Then I will take second set of zeros. So this is 500. Okay, now I need to look for the number by which I can multiply this whole number, and this should be less than 500 but nearer to the 500. So which number I can take?
3.
Yes. Okay, so I will take 3 over here. So 3 3 is 9, right? So 3 3 is 9, 6 3 is 18. Okay, this is 8, and 3 1 is 3 plus 1, so 489, which is nearer to 500. If I take 4, that will be and if I multiply it by 164 by 4, it will be more than 500. So I cannot take 4 over here. So I will take 3 over here. So I need to subtract this. Since I am multiplying it by 3, I will write 3 over here. Okay, now subtract this. So this will be 1 1, and this will be and 1 1 0. Okay, and this will be 166, right? Then I will take next set of zeros over here, right? So this will be 1100. Now if you see, if I am taking 1 over here, this number will be greater than this one. So I cannot take 1 over here. So I will take 0 over here. So 0 plus 0, right? So 0 into 0, this everything will be 0, which is less than 1100. I need to take the number which should be less than 1100 and nearer to the 1100, and that will be 0 only, because if I am taking 1 over here, then I will get 1661, which is far more than 1100. So I cannot take 1 over here. So I will take 0 over here, so that I will get 0 as an answer. Since I am multiplying it by 0, I will add 0 over here, right? So this will come 1660, and this will be 1100. So I will take next set of zeros and so on. Okay, so we will go for the next. So we have seen some mathematical operations regarding our irrational number. Now if you see, you can call this irrational number as surd. The square root or root, you call it as radical. This is nothing but this sign, you call it as radical, and the number which is the square root of this number is an irrational number. So you can call it as surds also. So wait a second. So suppose this is my number. So square root of 2 in decimal form will be 1.41 something, right? But this form of irrational number you call it as surds. Okay. Now there are two types of surds. Okay. One is like surds and other is unlike surds. I guess I have discussed it in the last class. So like surds are the surds. So if I have root 2, one irrational number, and 3 root 2 as the second irrational number, then I can call this two number as like surds. Okay, if I have 3 root 5 and 4 root 6. So if I am comparing these two numbers, these two numbers are called as unlike surds. Since you have root 5 over here, root 6 over here. So this type of surds are called as unlike surds and this type of surds are called as like surds. So basically why we need to understand this like surds and unlike surds, because when we are as we have seen, we mostly use variable rules regarding variables for the mathematical operations of different irrational numbers. So while doing any addition subtractions of irrational number, we look for the like surds. Why we look for the like surds? Because if you have like surds, you can easily add or subtract them while doing addition subtraction calculations of two irrational numbers. So let's say suppose you have 3 root 5 plus 2 root 5. So in this case, if you see, this is like surds because in both the cases you have root 5. See, compare it with if you have 2x plus 3x. In this case, you have same variable on both the sides. So you can easily add these two numbers. Same is the case for this. Here you have root 5 and root 5 on both the sides. So you can easily add this number and you can say the answer is 8 root 5. Okay, what if I have something like this? Okay, wait. 3 root 5. Yes.
How's the last one? 8 root 5. 3 root 5 and 2 root 5.
5 root 5.
5 root 5.
Yes, sorry. I made a mistake. It should be 5 root 5. Okay. Say, if I have something like this, 2 root 15. In this case, can I add these two numbers? Yes, anyone?
Yes.
How?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Very good. If I'm taking 3 root 5. Now, can I add these two numbers?
No.
Okay. So everyone is saying I cannot add these two numbers because these are unlike surds, right?
Yes.
But if you see properly, I can add these two numbers. How? So what you have to do is you have to simplify this number.
I cube.
But this is square root, right? If this is something like this, then I wouldn't, in that case also, this will be 3 root 5 plus 4 into 5, right? Because the cube root of 125 is 5. In that case, I won't be able to add these two numbers because one is irrational number and one is rational number. But this is square root, okay? I have taken it as a square root. So in this case, what you have to do is you have to simplify this. So 25 5 is 125. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the square. So I can write it down as 3 root 5 plus 4 into root 25 into root 5. is the same thing, right? Because if I multiply root 25 into root 5, this that will be root 125, right? So I will write in this form. So this will be 3 root 5. Wait, I will take blackboard so that you will be able to see it properly. So 3 root 5 plus 4 into root 25 into root 5, right? So this will be 3 root 5 plus 4. I can write it down in this form, right? Because 25 is a perfect square. So I will write it in this form into root 5, right? So this will be 3 root 5. Yes, correct. So 20 root 5. So now these two are like surds, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I can add these two. So 23 root 5. So this is how you have to solve. So you have to look for whether you can simplify the root form of the number. Wait. So this was something like this. So first of all, you have to look for the root. If they have given like this, 3 root 5 plus 4 into cube root of 125, then it will be like this, 3 root 5 plus 4 into 5. In that case, I would have one irrational number and one rational number. In that case, I won't be able to add these two numbers, right? But since it was square root of this 125, what I need to do is I need to simplify it in such a form that I can get like surds. Why like surds? Because I can only add 2 like surds. I cannot add 2 unlike surds. Okay, understood? Yes, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to simplify this.
Yes, ma'am.
So there are some rules, okay, for that. So if you have A into B in one form, so let's say suppose if you have something like this, root 64, it can be this. Wait, not root 64. If you have if you have root 32, okay, can you write it in this form, 16 into 2, right? So this will be root 16 into root 2, right? Now I know root 16 is a perfect square, so I can write it in this form. So this will be 4 root 2. So you can also write root 32 into this form. Okay. So you have to first factorize this number, and then if you have to look for the square, the perfect square in your factors. So the factors of 32 is 16 into 2, right? So that's why I have taken 16 into 2, because I know 16 is a perfect square and it is a square of 4. Okay, so that's how you have to simplify. So if you have something like this, A into B, so 16 into 2 or 4 into 2, you can also write it down in this form, 16 into root 2. It won't affect your original number. And if you have something like this, 32 upon, let's say, 5, you can also write it down as root 32 upon root 5. So these are some rules for your irrational number. Now we know how to do expansion of a plus b bracket square, or a minus b bracket square, or if you have a square minus b square. Everyone know this, right? Yes, tell me the expansion of a square plus b square, b bracket square, sorry, a plus b bracket square expansion.
A square plus 2ab plus b square.
A square plus 2ab plus b square, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And in case of a minus b, this sign will change and it will be a square minus 2ab plus b square, and this will be a plus b in one bracket and a minus b in another bracket, right? These are the expansion. So you know this for the variables. Now what in case of if you have some irrational numbers? So let's say root a is one irrational number plus root b is another irrational number, and if we want to multiply this bracket, so this is nothing but your a plus b into a minus b form, right? So if you multiply these two bracket, what you will get? A square minus b square, right? These two, am I right? Yes. So we will consider this as a, so a square. So this will be root a square, and I will consider this number as b, so minus b square. So what is square of root a? A. And what is square of root b? B. So a minus b. So that's how you get a minus b. Okay, now next one. What if I have one bracket a plus b and a minus b? Again, same root, I will consider it as a. So this will be a square minus root b square will be b, right? So this will be a square minus b. What if you have a plus b, root a plus root b into root c plus root d? So when you are multiplying two brackets, so let's say 2 root 3 in one bracket, and in another bracket you have root 5 plus root 6. So wait, we will see this on the board. Okay, so if you have something like this, okay, so root 3 plus root 5 in one bracket and root 8 plus root 2 in another bracket. So what you are going to do is you are going to multiply this to this bracket. So you will do stepwise form. So 8 into root 3 into root a plus root 2, right? Plus root 5 into bracket root a plus 2, root 2. Okay, so I will get this root 24. I can multiply two irrational number, right? So this will be root 24 plus root 6 plus root 40 plus root 10, right? Now I can I add this number? Yes, tell me. Yes, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Can I add this number?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Why not? If you see this number, can I write it in this form? 4 into 10.
Yes, ma'am.
So will it be 2 into root 10
Yes, ma'am.
plus root 10? Now can I add these two numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this
Yes,
two
ma'am.
number will be
3 root
3 root 10. So you need to look for the factors. you need to simplify those numbers and you need to look for their factors and then look whether we are getting like surds or unlike surds. Here I am getting like surds. Now look for this one. Can I write it into this form 6 plus 4? 6 into
6
4.
into 4.
Sorry. And then it will be 2 root 6. This number.
Yes, ma'am.
Now can I add this and this?
3 root 6.
Yes, ma'am.
So, sorry. This will be 3 root 6 plus 3 root 10. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So now I will take 3 common. So the answer of this question is 3 in bracket root 6 plus root 10. So this is how you have to solve the question regarding irrational number. What if I have something like this, root 3 minus root let's say 5, and in bracket another bracket I have root 6 minus root 2. Yes. So I need to multiply this bracket by root 3 first. So this will be root 6 minus root 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And this will be minus root 5. Minus root 5 into bracket minus 6
Minus root.
Yes. Now solve this. So this will be 18 root 18
minus root 6
minus root 6
minus root 30
minus root 30
minus root 10
plus root 10.
Plus root 10. Sorry.
So you need to look for the sign. This is very important. Minus minus. So minus 5 into minus 2 will be plus 10. Okay. Now look for this factor. Can I factorize this? So this will be something like this. So either I can do like this, 9 into 2. So this will be 3 root 2. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's check whether I'm getting like surds or unlike surds. Or I can write this as root 3 into root 2 form.
Yes.
Okay. It's into sign. Okay. Minus. I can write it down in this form 3 into 5. 3 into 10. But again 3 is not perfect square, so it won't help me, right? 6 into 5, again 6 is not a perfect square and also 5 is not perfect square, so there is no need to do factorization, right? So I will simply write it in this form, minus 30 plus 10. So these are unlike surds, so I cannot add these two numbers. Here I can take root 2 as a common factor between these two numbers, and I can write it down as 3 minus root 3. Okay, so this will be, even I can take root 3 between 2, because 3 I can write it down as 3 into root 3, right? So you can take root 6 as a common, and you will have, so this will be like this, 6 root 6, root 6 into bracket root 3 minus 1. Okay, and this will be minus root 30 this will be minus root 30 plus 10. Understood? So this is how you have to do all the calculation regarding irrational number. So we will, yes, okay, so we will see some more problems regarding this. Okay, so again, if you have root a plus root a plus root b square. So you have to solve in same format. So let's say suppose I have something like this. If I have something like this, root 3 plus root 5 bracket square. So in this case, what I know, a plus b bracket square, I will use same formula. Root 3 square plus 2 into root 3 into root 5 plus 5 squares, right? So this will be, what will be root 3 square? It will be 3, right? Because root 3 into root 3 will be 3. So 2 into, I can multiply two irrational number whether they are like surds or unlike surds. So these are unlike surds, but I can multiply unlike surds. So this will be root 15, right? Then this will be 5. Now this and this is the rational number, so I can add two rational numbers. So this will be 8 plus 2 root 15. So this is how you have to solve if you have something like this. Now I have some problems. You have to solve those problems. Okay. So first take a screenshot and try to solve those problems. This one. Can you see this?
Yes,
These are
ma'am.
the problems you have to solve. So in one bracket you will have 5 plus root 7 and in other bracket you will have 2 plus root 7. First take a screenshot so that I can have more problems regarding to this. Yes. So we will try solving the first one and rest we will discuss. Okay, wait. We will discuss all the problems so that no one will have any doubt. Okay, wait. So look over here. Okay, so I have something like this. So I need to multiply these two brackets. So what I'm going to do is I will take 5 in bracket 2 plus root 5, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Plus root 7, and then I will multiply root 7 to root 5. Okay. Now 5 into 2, 10. Because this is rational number, you can
Plus
multiply
5
2.
root 5.
Yes, very good. Plus 5 root 5. Then
Plus
you,
2 root 7.
very good, 2 root 7.
Then plus root 12. No.
Root 35, no?
Root 35. Root 35.
Root 35. Root 35.
Okay. Now if you see, here also there will be root 7 into root 5. Here you have root 5 and here you have root 7. So if you simplify this, if you take the factors of 35, that will be 7 into root 5. So this will be in the form of root 7 into root 5. So it will be more complicated. Just so in this case you need to keep this as your final answer. What else you can do is you can just take 5 root 5 plus 7 root 7 into root 5 plus 2 into root 7. Okay, but again if you take root 5 here common, and you will get in bracket 5 plus root 7, but there is no need to do this. So this will be your final answer, because there is no common factor or no like surds after factorization. So you will keep this number in this form only. Okay, so the answer of this will be this. You cannot simplify it further. Okay. Now in this case, if you see, this is A, this is B, This is A, this is B. So this is A plus B, A minus B form. So this will be 5 square minus root 5 square, right? So this will be 25 minus 5. Am I right? So this will be 20. So answer of this will be 20. Yes, very good, Darshan. Now, same is the case for this. This is also A minus B and A plus B form, right? So this will be root 11 square minus root 7 square. So that will be 11 minus 7. So that will be 4, right? So this was also easiest one. What about this? So here root 3 square will be 3 plus 2 into root 3 into 7. So this will be 2 root 21, right? And plus square of root 7 will be 7. So this will be 10 plus 2 root 21, right? And if you want, you can take 2 common between this. So this will be 5 plus 2 root 21, right? So either this will be your final answer or you can take this as your final answer. Okay? So this is how you have to solve. Now I have some more problems, so you need to take a screenshot of that. If we unable to solve it today, that will be your homework there. Okay. Take a screenshot of this. First take a screenshot of this. Okay. I will wait for 5 seconds. 1, 3, 4, 5. And then take a screenshot of this. Okay.
Ma'am, do.
Okay. So in first, what you have to do is state which of the following are surds and justify. So basically, what you need to do is you need to look for whether this number is cube root or fourth root. If it is a cube root, then it won't be a surd. It will convert into rational number. And if it is not a cube root, fifth root or fourth root of this number, then it will be come in the form of surds. So let me show you. So 51. What we know about 51? 17 3s are 51, right? So is it 51 is a cube root of any 15 is a perfect cube? Yes, tell me. Yes, anyone?
51.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So this will be your surd, right? So this is your irrational number, root form of irrational number, right? What about 16? Is 16
Yes,
is
no.
4?
Yes, ma'am. No.
I'm not a cube. It's a square.
It's a square.
It's not a square, it's a fourth root.
Oh.
So you can say 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 raised to 4 will be 16. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So fourth root of 16 will be how much? 2.
Ma'am.
So yes, Darshan.
Ma'am, correct.
Huh? So that means this is your rational number. This will come in the form of rational number. The answer of this is 2. So this cannot be your surd. Yes, am I right?
Yes.
What about this? Fifth root of 81. Fifth root. Fifth root.
3 into 3 into 3 into 3.
So 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So that will be equal to 81. So it will be 3 raised to 4 equal to 81. But here they have given us fifth root. So fifth root of 81 is not coming because it's not a. So this will be your surd because you cannot find out the fifth root of 81. So this will be your surd. Now tell me whether root 256 is a surd or not. Yes?
No, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, because 16 square.
16.
So the answer of this is 16. So I cannot say it is a surd. What about 64?
Ma'am, 8 square. 8 square.
But it's a cube root.
No,
So,
ma'am.
No,
Ma'am, it's
Cube into 2 cube.
so is it a surd or not?
yes, it is.
Yes, ma'am. It
No,
is
ma'am.
surd.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. 4 cube. 4 cube.
Yes, ma'am. 4 cube.
Very good. So it's not a surd again because 4 into 4 into 4 will be 64. So 4 cube is 64. So the answer of this is 4, which is a rational number. So it cannot be a surd. What about this? Is it a surd? Root 22 by 7. Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So yes, it is a surd. Okay. Now what about this? So classify the given pair of surds into like and unlike surds. So now what you have to do is you have to simplify your surd first. So now in this case, if you see, you can say these are unlike surds by just looking at it. But if you factorize 52, 13 4s are 52, right? So 4 is perfect square. So I can write root 52 in this form. So 2 into root 13 and 5 into root 13. So don't you feel these are like surds? Yes. Have you understood why these two are like surds?
Yes, ma'am.
Because what you have to do is, just by looking it, you can say these are unlike surds. These are the pair of unlike surds. But what you have to do is, you have to look for the factors of 52. The factors of 52 is 13 into 4. If you see, 4 is a perfect square. So I can write it in this form. So 13 into root 4. Now root 4 will be 2, equal to 2. And this will be root 13. I can multiply rational and irrational numbers. So this will come in this form. So 2 root 13. So now I can say root 52 and 5 root 13 are like surds. So this is how you have to solve. Tell me the next one. Who want to tell me the next one? Yes. Is it like surd or unlike surd?
Like.
Yes, Siddhant. So tell me the factors of 68 first. What will be the factor of 68? So this will be 34 into 2. So 17 4s are 64. 68, sorry. So in under square root, I will get 17 into 4. So since 4 is perfect square, I can write it in this form, 2 root 17. So this is simplified version of root 68, right? But root 17 and root 5 root 3. So 5 root 3. Now tell me whether these are like surds or unlike surds. Yes.
Unlike.
How come like? These are not
No,
like.
ma'am, unlike.
Unlike. See?
Ma'am, unlike.
Because in like surds you need to have same value in the square root or cube root form.
I
But
said
here,
unlike.
okay, but I heard like surd. Okay, so here root 17 is different than root 3. So this cannot be a like surd. So these are not like surds. Okay, what about next one? Yes. Are these like surds? Yes, Taksh, tell me. Or Jia, who wants to tell? Just raise your hand and I will ask you. Tell me the next one. Raise your hand first and then I will ask you. What about third one? Are these like surd or unlike surds?
I'm like.
So, see, what you need to do is, see, you cannot factorize 2. What are the factors of 2? 2 and 1. So this will come in this form only. 7 root 2. So, but if you see root 18, I can factorize 18, no? So I can write it in the 6 into 3 form or 9 into 2 form. But I will write 9 into 2 form because I know 9 is a perfect square and I want root 2. So this will be 3 root 2. So I can write root 18 in this form, right? And second pair is second number is 7 root 2. Now I can say these are like pairs. So this is how you have to solve. Now tell me the next one. This one. Are these like surds or unlike surds?
Here, 12 can be simplified. So we can write 4 root into 2 root. 3 root. Then 4 can be also written as 2. So 19 into 2. And then 3 will be in the
Yes. So this will be 38 root 3 and 6 root 3. That means these two are like surds. Yes.
Unlike surds.
Why?
Ma'am, because if we simplify 22, it will like surds because 11 is common.
But again, if you see, though 11 is common, but it not 3 or 2 is perfect square. So I cannot take this outside the square root form, outside this radical. So this will be in this form only. So these are unlike surds and you were right, these are unlike surds. So don't get confused. I know you will get confused because of this 11 is common between 2, but if you see 2 is not perfect square and 3 is not perfect square, so this will this number will come in under this square root form. So this will be in this form only. Okay, so have you taken the screenshot of this? So try to solve this all question and this will be your homework. Okay, and we will go for the next exercise and everything. Okay.